Air France Flight 447, operated by an Airbus A330-203, was scheduled from Rio de Janeiro to Paris Charles de Gaulle. On June 1, 2009, on board were 228 people, 216 passengers and 12 crew members. The aircraft departed normally, and the flight progressed smoothly until it reached a zone of intense tropical storms over the Atlantic Ocean. Around 10 UTC, the aircraft encountered severe weather with heavy turbulence and strong convective clouds. The pitot tubes, which measure airspeed, became blocked by ice crystals, resulting in unreliable speed readings being fed to the flight computers. This caused the autopilot and auto-thrust systems to disconnect, handing manual control back to the pilots. The crew, suddenly faced with contradictory instrument information, struggled to interpret the situation. At that time, the captain was on his rest break, leaving the two first officers at the controls. Believing the aircraft was losing speed, the pilot flying pulled the nose up, which caused the aircraft to climb steeply and then enter an aerodynamic stall. When the captain returned to the cockpit, the aircraft was already in a stalled state, descending rapidly. Despite repeated warnings from the stall alarm, the pilots did not apply the correct recovery procedure, which would have required lowering the nose to regain lift. Instead, they continued pulling back on the controls, keeping the aircraft in a prolonged stall. For the next 3.5 minutes, the A330 fell from 38,000 feet toward the ocean, with alarms sounding and the crew trying desperately to understand what was happening. At 14 UTC, the aircraft impacted the Atlantic Ocean at high speed, killing all 228 people on board.